how do you make proteins, how do you make carbohydrates, that sort of thing. Falls under the category of metabolic pathways. At this point in time, in the early 21st century, most metabolic pathways have been worked out. Every once in a while you find something, usually involving a signaling pathway where new details come into play, but most of the mainstream metabolic pathways were figured out fairly long ago, in mid-20th century. How do you generate energy to do this kind of biosynthesis? This is the field of bioenergetics. This is the topic of Thursday's lecture. When you look at these kinds of examples across the spectrum, remember biochemistry is interested in all living things, not just humans. One of the big themes that came out of this kind of study is the unity of life on this planet. We are really all cousins when it comes to biochemistry. Yet, there's variation. So, for example, here's a metabolic pathway kind of shorthand for how you would make glucose out of non-carbohydrate precursors. This is a pathway known as gluconeogenesis, the new synthesis of glucose. So, if you go on a strict low-carb diet, you're going to be deprived of glucose in your diet. Your brain is still demanding glucose. Your liver will be doing this like crazy all day long to try and make enough glucose to feed the brain cell. So this is a human pathway. Turns out this is a pathway, a core pathway that every cell on planet Earth knows how to do. So this is the kind of, when we look at metabolic pathways, we're likely to look at just these core pathways that everyone knows. I chose this slide because it also, besides showing the unifying things, it shows an example of one thing that is unique. This pathway over here from storage fats, triglycerides, these are fats that we have in our fat cells. They can be broken down to fatty acids. There's ways that some organisms, some microorganisms and plants can convert fats that feed into this pathway and go to sugar. So the seed oils that we use in cooking, like canola oil or corn oil, olive oil, things like that, these come from seeds. The seeds, the mama plant, when it's making baby seeds, it packs a lunch for the baby in the form of oils and carbohydrates. The mix can vary from seed to seed, but oils play a prominent role in seed physiology because they pack so much energy into a light weight so the seeds can disperse further. So plants are especially interested in this. When the plant starts to germinate, the oils get converted into carbohydrates. Unfortunately, we can't do that. It would be a little easier on a liver